friends, welcome to another vintage toy haul video.
Hello.
Today I'm going to show you a variety of toys that I got when I was out thrifting.
All right, this is going to be outrageous.
I know a lot of people say in the comments that I have a lot of good luck with thrifting.
Well, I can't believe it.
I do a lot of thrifting, at least once a week. Sometimes more, and I don't always go to the same thrift store either. I try to hit a bunch of different ones. The toys that I'm going to show you today, I think I probably found them over the course of a month or two, and then over time I just accumulate them until I have enough for a video. So the first toy that I got in this haul is something completely different. I actually didn't even know that these existed. This is a completely new toy line to me.
What are you talking about?
This is a Cupcake Cutie. When I saw her at the thrift store, I immediately thought, wow, that looks vintage for sure. That's gotta be vintage.
For sure!
And I had a look at her tag, and it said 1985 Am Toy Inc. on it. So this is a plush from the Super Pickle toy line. Like I said, it says 1985 on the tag, but when I was doing research online, I did find pictures from a catalog from Amtoy from 1986 that showed these girls. And Amtoy is the same company that released the big plush My Pet Monster toys.
Oh, wow!
So the characters in this toy line were Super Pickle, Super Peanut, and Super Banana. They all had capes, and then they had a variety of friends. Like they had Mr. Hot Dog, Mr. Hamburger, and then there was the Sweet Delights, which were 3 different ice cream cones. And then there was these Cupcake Cuties, which are obviously cupcakes. And there were 3 flavors of these Cupcake Cuties. There was strawberry, vanilla, and this girl who is chocolate. And she's actually in pretty good condition. You can recognize these dolls by their legs. They all have like these really skinny legs and then these big feet. And I think most of them have some kind of like rainbow colored pattern on their legs. I think I saw some with stripes, but this girl has polka dots. She's got this cute strawberry on the top of her head. Like I said, she's brown, so she's the chocolate flavored cupcake. And on the back, you can see she's got sprinkles, really cute blue eyes, and she's got a pink cupcake bottom. I'm glad I picked it up.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Because these are actually kind of rare. You don't see a lot of them on eBay or being sold online. Yeah, I think they're really cute. And I'm not really a huge stuffy collector. I don't like collecting big stuffed animals because they take up so much space on the shelf. But this one is a nice size, and I couldn't resist when I saw her. All right, so the next toy is actually not technically vintage. I was kind of tricked.
Foolish woman!
When I saw this girl at the thrift store. This is actually a reproduction strawberry shortcake. But I didn't realize that when I saw her, so I grabbed her right away. I wanted to show you the difference between what the reproduction looks like versus the original strawberry shortcake.
Just watch!
This is not strawberry shortcake herself. This is actually Huckleberry Pie, but he is wearing the original strawberry shortcake outfit. So I just wanted to do a comparison here. So these reproductions were released in 2015, and obviously this one is missing her hat, so I can't really do a comparison of that. Let's look at the dresses. So the reproduction looks like it's a slightly looser fit, whereas this one is a little bit tighter. It's got a smaller waistline. The reproduction has a darker green pattern on there, whereas the old one, the vintage one, has a lighter green. It's possible it was just faded. That's very possible, but it's quite a difference. And then the reproduction has 4 of these diamond shapes on there on the dress, and the vintage one has 5. And then if you compare their tights, you can see the reproduction has a much wider stripe than the vintage. The vintage has smaller stripes, more stripes going across. And the reproductions have the flat hands. The vintage ones, there was some that had the flat hands. They were more of the originals. And then the later versions, like this one, have more folded hands so they could hold things. But the reproductions, you can see they modeled after the originals.
Interesting.
Another difference in the dress, the back, the vintage has a tie, like a yellow tie, whereas the reproduction has Velcro, a Velcro closure on it. Another way you can recognize the reproductions is if you look at the bottom of their shoes, there's a little strawberry imprint on it, whereas the vintage ones didn't have that. I don't actually have the vintage ones. Another way you can recognize the reproduction is they have these molded panties. The originals do not have molded panties. And on the bottom of their feet is another imprinted strawberry. So again, the vintage ones do not have that. And then I was lucky enough to find Grumpy.
A likely story.
Grumpy is one of the posable Care Bears that were released between 1983-84-ish. It does say AGC 83 on the back. There were 15 of these posable Care Bears released in that year. And then in addition to that, there was also the posable Care Bear cousins released. I can't remember how many there were. There was a lamb and an elephant and a raccoon.
You're right about that.
So when I say they're posable, that just means that their legs can move and their arms can move and their heads can move as well. Grumpy has a cloud on his belly with raindrops and hearts. And he's got this really nice blue body, a little blue tuft of hair. Very, very cute. He's got a grumpy look on his face, of course, being grumpy.
Is that you, Grumpy? No, it's Happy. Of course it's Grumpy.
And on the back, he's got the classic Care Bear heart on his bottom. I don't have a lot of these Care Bear figures. I only have one other one, and that is Tenderheart. He's standing right here. But I'm really hoping I can find some more at the thrift store eventually, if I'm patient. Overall, he's in pretty good condition. He does have some paint rub on his nose, which is quite noticeable. He's dirty. He needs a good scrub. But other than that, he looks really good. Really, really good. I got another duplicate.
Oh no, not again.
But I couldn't leave it behind because it's Cherry Merry Muffin. This is Cherry Merry Muffin from the first series. I believe she was released in 1988. They were produced by Mattel between 1988 and 1990. And they were all these muffin cupcake themed dolls.
Delicious.
All in the same size, different hair colors, different dresses, and they were all scented, of course. Actually, she still smells. She smells like cherries, which is really cool. Overall, she's in pretty good condition. She's missing her hair bow. The first series had a really shiny hair bow that was in the same material as this shiny material at the bottom of her dress. She's also missing her apron. She would have had a little white apron there. Her little muffin button is still on though, which is nice. But you can see there's a bit of paint rub on there. There's some staining, some paint rub on her shoes as well. We'll see if I can get that off. And they all came with accessories, like they would come with little muffin pans, and you could get ovens, like baking ovens and cabinets and things like that. But yeah, that's her. She's in pretty good condition. She just needs some love with her hair. Her hair is a mess. I did go into more detail on this doll in video 27. So if you're really interested in that, please go check out that video. And then shockingly, I found another duplicate of the She-Ra horse. And if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I actually just found this exact same horse like 2 videos ago. And she was actually found at the exact same thrift store as I found the previous one as well. So I don't know what's going on.
What's going on here?
This is actually the horse for She-Ra herself. His name is Swiftwind. All of these toys were released by Mattel between 1984 and 1987. There was 3 different waves of the She-Ra toys. This one was released in the first wave, so 1984. And it does say Mattel 1984 inside her leg here. So these horses all came with saddles and wings and masks and things like that. And then the She-Ra dolls, this is Frosta, this is not She-Ra, but they could sit on the horse and ride, which is really cool.
Oops, silly me.
But like I said, this is a duplicate for me. This seems to be the video of duplicates today. So I did already discuss this horse more in detail in video number 38. And she's in all right condition. I actually think the one I found previously is in better condition than this one. Other than this one does not seem to have cut hair. And the one I found before does. It's a little rough at the ends though, so not the prettiest. She's really dirty. She's yellowed significantly. She will need quite a scrub. She's even got a lot of the sticky stuff on her from the price tag from the thrift store. She's got a lot of paint rub on her hooves. There's even, it looks like there's a chip out of her hoof here, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'll clean her up as best I can and I'll put another one of my She-Ra toys on it and on display right beside the other one. And then I found this girl at the thrift store.
Well, tell us who it is.
This is Splash and Color Teresa, and she was released by Mattel in 1996. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that just a couple of videos ago, I found the Splash and Color Christy. And yeah, shortly after I found the Teresa, again at the same thrift store.
That was lucky.
So the feature with these girls was that when you put them in hot and cold water, their hair would change color. So I'll have to run her under hot and cold water to see if her hair actually does change color and see if that feature still works. You can see that she's got some peach and some pink, I think, or purple streaks in her hair. And then they've got the sparkly tinsel in their hair as well. They all came with bathing suits, like bikinis. She had an orange bikini, like it was a bright orange, really nice orange. And then it had gold details. Whereas the Christy I found actually has a blue bikini and gold details. And she would have originally had gold earrings that look like starfishes. And then the dress that she's wearing, I'm not really sure. I wasn't able to identify it 100%, but it is a Barbie dress. It does have the Barbie tag. By the looks of the tag, I would say it's a 90s dress. Yeah, it's like a peach color and it's got this cute white bow detail. That's all I can say about that because I don't know what fashion pack it comes from.
I don't know.
But overall, she's in okay condition. Her hair obviously needs a lot of work. And she's got two-tone brown eyes, really pretty eyes. And her lipstick is like this orangey red color. Yeah, and her eyeshadow is almost like a peachy brown as well. Okay, the next thing that I got, another Barbie. You can see that her outfit is, it looks like a homemade kind of muumuu dress or something.
Very strange indeed.
But anyways, the Barbie herself, you can see her eyes here. Look at her face. She has blue eyes, blue eyeshadow, and a light pink lip. And then she's got these silver studs. Her hair is blonde. Looks like she had bangs. She's got somewhat straight arms, except they kind of bend out. She would have had a ring.
Who's that?
This is actually Bubble Angel Barbie from 1994. And she originally came with a pretty blue shiny bodysuit and like an iridescent long skirt. It had like a big slit in the front, so it only kind of covered her hips and the back of her, but the front of the skirt was open. And then she had like this iridescent kind of frill that kind of ran along underneath her chest and came up over her chest. kind of pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Lady Lovelocks Enchanted Island series outfits. And then she came with these plastic wings that had little holes in them, and you could dip them in bubble solution and then attach them to her back. She does have a hole in her back, I'll show you later. And you could run her through the wind and then bubbles would come flying out of the wings.
Marvelous!
So like I said, she's got holes in her back where the bubble wings would sit. The Barbie also came with a wand that you could take the wings off the Barbie and attach them to the wand. So if you didn't want to use the Barbie to make bubbles, you could just have your bubble wand. She would have also come with sparkly tights under her bodysuit. Like I said, a silver stud earrings, and she would have come with a silver matching necklace as well. She is wearing these black heels as well that don't actually fit her very well. This girl's in okay condition. Her hair has seen better days. It looks pretty rough, a little bit grayish almost, like the platinum blonde is kind of graying a bit over time. But I'll take out this elastic. They put just a regular elastic in her hair, clean her up and see what I can do. Try to get her bangs back. And then I got this Barbie. This one is a mystery to me.
A mystery.
I'm just gonna show you her face because I cannot for the life of me figure out who this Barbie is. She looks really familiar though, like really familiar. Her eyes are huge. She's got great big eyes, blue eyeshadow, thick eyeshadow, and then like pink lips.
Yes.
She does have holes for earrings. She's got the straight arms, and she did not have a ring. Blonde hair, it looks like she has bangs. Yeah, so I have been fighting, struggling, frustrating myself, trying to figure out who this is.
Oh boy!
So I'm hoping that somebody watching can maybe help me identify this girl. But the outfit that she's wearing, I was actually able to identify this top. It was a fashion pack from the Animal Lovin' Barbie fashions from 1988, number 1593, which is cool. It's this pink short cropped sparkly shimmery jacket, and it's got these two like painted on pockets that were silver and bright pink. They've faded quite a bit, they've come off. And then there's like this pink velvet detail on the collar and around the waist. It was a lot more of a vibrant pink as well, but it looks like it's faded or it's just really dirty. And then the skirt that she's wearing is kind of strange. To me, it looks like a sock. Like somebody just took a sock and cut the bottom off the sock and then put it on her.
That's so funny!
But it's so long and skinny, and there's no like heel. The sock would come down straight and then kind of bend sideways to accommodate your foot and your heel. This is just completely straight. So I don't know if this is an actual Barbie skirt that just looks like a sock or if it really is a sock. I'm just downright confused about this Barbie in general.
I guess I do get confused once in a while.
But she's in okay condition. Her hair's pretty rough, and similar to the other Barbie that I just showed you, her blonde hair is kind of turning grayish. It's not platinum anymore. I'll have to fix her bangs here. Yeah. If you know who that is, please tell me. And I found this bag. There's some real goodies in here.
Oh, goody!
You may have seen when I was showing you the bag. Dancing butterflies. I absolutely love this pony. This is my second one now. I already have this girl in my collection. So Dancing Butterflies is a twice as fancy pony, and she was released in year 5, 1986. She is one of 6 twice as fancy ponies that were released in year 5. I actually have almost all of this series, all 6 of them, except I'm missing one named Sweet Tooth, I think her name is. I've already gone into a lot of detail about this girl in video number 18, so I won't go into detail about her today. Like I said, this seems to be the video of duplicates today.
It sure is funny.
But she's in okay condition. I can see she's really dirty. She's just gonna need a scrub. I don't see any mold or anything like that, so that makes me happy. She might even be in better shape than the dancing butterflies I already have. We'll see. I'll have to compare them. But beautiful bright body, pink and blue butterflies covering her whole body, and beautiful yellow hair. Her hair looks like, it almost looks like it's still got the factory curl a bit there, which is really cool.
Oh, nice.
I love the Pegasus ponies with the wings. It's Baby Glory, but the pearlized mail order version. So I actually don't even have the regular version of Baby Glory. So this is my first Baby Glory. So there is an original Baby Glory who is not all pearlized like this. You can see her body is really shiny and shimmery. The original Baby Glory has more of a white body. She's got similar purple hair and a similar cutie mark, but the cutie mark itself is sparkly. She was released in an earlier year. Was it year 3 or 2? Something like that.
Something like that.
There were 6 of them that you could purchase. They were all just pearlized versions of earlier baby ponies, but their bodies looked slightly different. Like this one, her body is like a light blue, whereas the original was white. Even her eyes are pearlized, which I think is kind of strange. It looks, in different lights, it almost looks zombie-like. Super cute. She will need a cleanup for sure. You can see there's a lot of dirt on her there. But in good condition, like her hair is in good condition. I don't know if this is the original ribbon. I don't know how to identify the original ribbons. I haven't familiarized myself with that yet, but I need to do some research on that. Her hair looks great. A little bit dry, but it's just gonna need a little bit of love.
Love and understanding.
A little bit of scrubbing, and she'll be good to go. But I'm so excited to have this mail order pony because she's not one that you find very often. And then also in this bag, we have this other G1 My Little Pony named Curly Locks. And Curly Locks is actually a brush and grow pony, meaning that her tail can be pulled out, and then when you crank her head, her tail gets shorter.
I know what it does.
Back to short again. She's got a lot of hair, as you can see. It's super long and lush, which I love, but it's a mess. It really needs some love for sure. This girl was released in year 6, so 1987, and she's one of 6 brush and grow ponies that were released in this year. I only have one more of this set, Pretty Vision, which is one I just got in my previous video 40 I think it is. And then there were also 4 more brush and grow ponies released in year 7, 1988, which is the following year after this one was released. So you can see she's got this really light purple body. Her cutie mark is a lock of like golden blonde hair with a blue ribbon, and her hair is yellow and white and blue streaks, really long. She is a Pegasus. She's got the wings. But overall, this one's in pretty rough shape, I have to say.
Oh, that's too bad.
Her neck has definitely seen better days. It doesn't look great. You can see inside her neck there's a big gap, like somebody removed the head and didn't put it back on properly. She's got a lot of like regrind or pony cancer going on, a lot of those kind of spots. Spots that should be purple that have turned like a pink color, and I'm seeing a lot of dirt. It doesn't look like mold to me, but you never know. So I'll have to give her a really good scrub. We'll see. But I'm kind of sad about the regrind because there's a lot of spots on her. She has seen better days.
That's okay.
But that's okay. I'm not one of those super picky collectors. I mean, I'll just be happy to have her cleaned up and in my collection. But she originally would have come with a hot pink comb, a yellow brush, a white heart barrette, a purple shooting star barrette, and 2 blue tail ribbons. And the back card story for Curly Locks is that she went to the pony perm shop, and it was the day of the pony springtime ball. So she was going to get her hair done. But Fifi, who is a pony that owns this perm shop, was running out of ribbons to do everybody's hair for this ball. So Curly Locks, realizing what was going on, she saw all these beautiful flowers outside the window. And she went out and collected a whole bunch of the petals from the flowers and put them in a basket. And then she blinked, and all of the flower petals turned into beautiful ribbons, which saved the day. So in this bag is this G3 pony. I'm not a massive G3 collector. I don't actively go out looking for them. But when they come in a lot with some G1s, I'm happy to take them and put them on my shelf. I'm not going to turn them away.
I accept that challenge.
But this girl's name is Sweetberry. I don't know a whole lot about G3, but apparently there were 3 different releases of Sweetberry. There was a 2003 release, there was a 2005, and a 2006. I think I've determined that this is the 2006 release. And the reason that I say that is because the first release, her strawberry was bright red, whereas this one is pink. The second release from 2005, she was in a completely different pose than this. And then in 2006, which I believe this is, she has the pink strawberry, and she's in the correct pose.
Right. Okay.
And her hair is this purple and aqua and white stripes. Really cute. I love the color combination. Pink body. And like I said, she's got 2 strawberries and a leaf and a strawberry flower there on her as her cutie mark. The G3s only have the cutie marks on one side, which is weird to me.
Weird.
Oh, well, her hoof says 2002, so that kind of throws me for a loop. Probably just the mold, but then it says My Little Pony in white on the bottom of her hoof there. If she is the 2006 release of Sweetberry, she came in the Sleepover Dreams playset with 2 other ponies. She came with Peach Surprise and Baby Tea Lily, and a variety of other play accessories as well. That's all the really good toys in this bag. I've already showed you them. The rest of them are all like fakies, Walmart, dollar store ponies, that sort of thing. So I won't talk about them. I'll probably redonate these. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every view, every comment, every like, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.